everyone, MasterAbbott here from CapsuleComputers.com. Today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be reviewing a game from Ayopa Games called Dungeon Crawlers. Now, as you saw the demo, the little splash screen came up really quickly. This is a really cool dungeon crawler game, which is similar to those board games in the past called like Hero Quest. And there's been a few other games out there, like a strategy. It's like a strategy turn-based RPG. Now, I'm going to run you through from the beginning of the game, just the first level, to show you how the game works, and then I'll run you through some options and other things as well. So, unfortunately, the game actually starts off and doesn't allow you to select replay levels after you've completed them, unfortunately. So, I'm not going to take you to where I'm actually started because that'll give you too many spoilers. So, what I'll do is I'll start off a new game, and I'll pick it up on easy just to start off and just show you. So basically, the way it works is you control 3 characters, and as I'm going to show you right now, you'll see them coming up on the screen. The great thing about this Dungeon Crawlers is it's got a really funny storyline, and the characters are really well animated, and they've got a lot of funny things to say. Alrighty, so right here, as you can see, we got Peter. He is our barbarian, and over here we got Aegon. He is our wizard. Now these guys are here on a mission to clear out the dungeon from the Dungeon Master. So in this level, that's pretty much what they've got to do. This gives you a bit of a rundown of how it works. So Peter now is also talking. We've got our third character as well is a priest. His name is Roy. It's a bit of a tubby. And then we've got basically they're just talking about what they're going to be doing and how they're going to be going through to get their money to complete their little mission. Alright, so that pretty much gives you a rundown of what they've got to do in the game. But it's really fun. The storyline is really great. There's a lot of cutscenes, and there's a lot of witty, if you want to call it, witty comments and funny things they say. Alright, so let's get going, and we'll I'll continue tapping to continue. This is going to be a tutorial level, so you will get a very good understanding of how Dungeon Crawlers works from this tutorial level, and I'll show you how I'll show you a whole lot of things along the way. Alrighty, so pretty much first thing you need to do is if you want to look around and rotate the screen, you've got to use 2 fingers. As you can see right now, I'm using 2 fingers, and the 2 fingers lets me move everywhere I want to go on the screen. Alright, so then it also tells me I can use the camera, and then I can use 1 finger to move to where I want to go. Okay, so for example, I can move top view, I can move side view, I can move it all the way around, and then when I'm ready, I click on the door, and then if I like, I can press the door button right there, or I can double tap it again. So by tapping on the door, it will take me over to the door. Alrighty, and then basically it tells me to go walk through the door. So this is how the exploration part of the game lets you go anywhere you want, as you can see right now. But when you're in battle mode, then you have 1 turn each. So with my left and right, basically, just by touching the screen, it just lets you move the screen around, as you can see right there. But then, as I said, moving with double fingers, it will let you move around and sometimes take a top view. Sometimes it's better to play in top view when you're selecting the monsters to fight with. Then in the bottom right left-hand corner, you've got your group of adventurers. Now each adventurer has a different power. As you can see, Peter is the most important member of the team because he's the more powerful. He takes a lot of damage and also is your tank and does a lot of killing with his sword. Then you've got here we are right there, Aegon. He's our magician. He's very strong with magic, but very weak if he gets hit. So he's only got 15 health. And over here we have Roy. Roy is our priest, and he's very good with defense and also with health. Now we've also got one other guy here. Unfortunately, we won't be able to tell you that, but he comes in handy. He does come in handy. Well, I'm not going to tell you anymore. Up on the top right-hand corner, we have our statistics. Now as you can see here, we have all the statistics you need to know about every character, and also their weapons and their armor and their potions and their miscellaneous information as well. So as you can see right there, we've got a sword, a substandard sword, doesn't give you any damage, but it does give you damage, it doesn't give you any bonuses. We also got the loincloth for Peter. Potions have got nothing and nothing in Misk as well. And the same thing works with the other characters as well. They've got pretty much statistics on what they look like, what they've got, what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are, how much magic they have, and all their powers and so forth. So same thing with Roy as well. Okay, so he's got his defense, he's got his magic, he's got his HP. So that's all the statistics. That is everything very, very simply put into place. But everything, that's pretty much it. So if we move on, I'll show you how the battle system works. Very, very simple. Now we're going to be encountering some goblins. So the funny thing about it is the witty conversations these guys have. So pretty much they're saying, what are they? Little green men, let's kill them. Then the Aeon goes, oh, perhaps we should reason with them first. Well, maybe it's not a good idea. Anyway, so the combat system works very, very simple. All you've got to do is you select the character you want. So for example, if I move the characters up in the top view, you can probably see it a little bit easier. I can select Peter, and then I can move him to all the way there. Alright, so he's moved, his turn has now ended. So now, all I got to do is select the other two characters and move them wherever I want. So I can choose our mage. He's done. And then what we can do is we can select our priest. He's a bit tubby, so he can't walk too far. So everyone has different levels of skills. So once it's finished, I will explain a little bit more. Once it finishes, you end the turn. So when it's your turn has ended, then the baddies attack. And as you can see right now, they've just attacked us, and I just took a bit of damage, and he took another bit of damage. The barbarian is also good for your tanking purposes, so therefore he's the best person to take on these missions. Of course, he's got to be the first person to be taken and put in the front line. So that is your turn. That's their turn ended. Now it's our turn. So basically what happens now, when it's your turn, I've skipped all this because I basically want to show you, I don't want you to read it. When it's your turn, all you've pretty much got to do, it's very, very simple. I'm going to move it up into top view. Alrighty. Move it across right over here. And then what I'll do is I'll drag it down a little bit so you can see. Alright, so there it is there. Okay, we'll zoom in just a tad. Alrighty, so there we are. I'm going to select our barbarian. Now for a first attack for the barbarian, you click on him. Sorry, my bad. Cancel this. Oh, sorry. What I've done now is I let the priest heal barbarian. All right, so okay, first fighting works very simple. All right, so select the fighter, and then what you do is you select the person you want to kill. And as you can see right now, you selected the goblin. The goblin has a hit point of 20 out of 20. Then in the bottom left hand, he's got 95% hit chance to actually hit them out of 7, and you're going to get 7 out of 18 points of damage. So when you're ready, click on that. There you go. Very, very simple. Hit him for 16 points of damage. That is his turn. His turn is now over. Same thing works with the wizard. Select that, press it, dead. Very, very simple. Pick up any gold along the way, and that is it. The turn has now ended. Wait for them. Now they attack. Now it's our turn. So now you guys are pretty much getting a fair understanding of what's going on. Now the only other extra little things that I need to tell you about the game, which is very, very easy, is that every character has a specific level, special extras like skills or magic spells to use. So for example, our priest Roy has pray for healing, defend, and that's it. But once they level up, they also get more skills. So for example, if you want to know what everything is, you just actually have to select it, and it tells you here, fortify adds 2 points to defense. Now the same thing with health. Pray for health, ranges 1 to 2 tiles, healing for 8 to 14 points. So that's pretty much how that works. So he comes in handy for healing. Now if you don't want to heal you, as I said, to start off with, Roy is a bit weak. He doesn't do too much, but so he sits in the back. But he does come in handy down the track. So for example, now we'll just go back and continue on the little battle. Took 19 points of damage right there. We'll finish him off. And that is it. Pick up some gold. Now it's completed. The witty little conversations continue going. And we've completed the first mode of the first encounter that we've just had. So that is, to tell you the truth, I don't want to run you through too much more because, well, that is everything that you need to that you need to know in this game, to tell you the truth. Now, every mission is a little bit longer, and it's got like boss battles, and you've got a lot more different enemies to choose from. The game is very, very, very funny. I'll tell you that now. The characters in here are very witty. The storyline is very, very funny, and it will keep you going for hours, to tell you the truth. There's a lot of different things to do. You've got 4 characters in total. You start off with 3, and you meet another one along the way. He'll come and help you, and that is it. So Dungeon Crawlers is available actually on the Apple iTunes store. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just jump back out, and that is you've got the options of going into restarting the level, and you can also save and quit. Now, as I said, the options is not much. You can change the camera style, you can have transparent walls and everything. You've also got you've got the game center screen achievements as well. Now, there's not many, there are a few, and I haven't gone through too much of it, to tell you the truth, but there are a lot of them. Pretty much basically means finding specific trophies, and then the rest of them is completing the chapters. So there's a total of 5 different chapters in the game, and then there's also finding your trophies, and then there's a few, there wasn't too many, which is a little bit sad, where you only have to kill, for example, kill an enemy with 1 shot, kill an enemy with the exact damage needed, and then kill an enemy with over 10 points of attacking power. So you've really taken them down below their level of hit points. So that is it. Only like 15 achievements in there. So that is everything in a nutshell. Now, unfortunately, the only thing this doesn't have is the option to go through and select the levels you want to select. So once you've completed a mission, you can't go back, unless the only thing you can do is save the level. But then the only problem is you have to go. Once you go to the next level, it will automatically save for you. So that is pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. It's available on the Apple iTunes store right now. Dungeon Crawlers, pick it up. I think it's $1.99. And if you have any questions, and if you have anything to say with regards to this video gameplay, leave them. Like us if you like us. And that is it. Thank you very much for watching. MasterAbbott signing out from CapsuleComputers.com.